All right. Hey guys. So in this video, I am literally just looking at properties. I do this basically every day, multiple times a day. I'm looking at properties in a handful of different markets, and I found a property that piqued my interest. And I want to just walk you through my entire process and just kind of me naturally going through this. Now, I've already done a lot of the research, so I'm going to be doing this not really for the first time, but I'll show you everything behind the scenes of how I look at properties, my analysis behind them, everything in that nature. So what I did first is I'm looking in Muncie, Indiana. Okay. And I just want to say one thing too, because I was just on a podcast and I mentioned the markets I invest in, and everyone's like, I want to invest in that market too. I don't mind. The reason why I share the markets I'm invested in is because I have nothing to hide, nothing to hold back. But the one thing that I want to share and I want to help you guys with is helping you guys find markets that meet your criteria. There's thousands of cities in the US. If you happen to pick the same city as me, I'm totally cool with it. But I just got a lot of messages that say, "Hey, I want to invest in that city too." And I don't know. It's just interesting. I want to teach you guys how to fish and not really fish for you, if that makes sense. So don't think this is the holy grail of all Airbnb markets. This is just kind of my focus right now. But with that being said, what I like to do first is I go on Airbnb. Okay, so I'm gonna go on Airbnb and I put in this case, Muncie, Indiana. I don't have any properties here yet, but it's a market that I've been looking at because I like a lot of the things about it. So what I did is I zoomed in a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to filters, entire home, and I'm going to show 85. Okay, cool. Then what I'm going to do from here, and actually one quick caveat too, I've heavily studied this market before this, like for over a year now. So I'm not like a stranger to this market. I know that I want to buy a property like within this area here or potentially down here. So kind of like this top half. If I zoom in, you're going to see these Airbnbs all around here, around here. I don't want any of those. I really just want them in either this area right here or this area right here. So some of these things you might be like, whoa, how did you know that? It's because I've been studying this market for a while. So anyways, I'm going to go to the where it says any week and I'm going to pick dates. Now today is March 25th and I'm going to say April 1st because that's a week from now to June 1st. How many properties are available? None. Okay. I like that a lot. Why do I like that? Because if I have a property that's available for midterm rentals specifically, I have no competition. Okay. I really like that. If I go to, let's say, the 1st to May 1st, how's that looking? Okay. Again, completely wide open. I like that a lot. So that's one of the reasons why I like this market, period. So yeah, that's really the main thing for me as far as why I like this for midterm rentals specifically is because there's plenty of opportunity here. So let me just go back here. And what I did next is I went on to Redfin. Okay. And again, I know from just doing research, let me just draw this on the map here. Draw. I want to be in roughly this area. Okay. Let me see this. Okay. So this property came up for 140,000. All right. And I clicked on it. It's this house right here. And I may or may not put an offer in, so we'll see. But this is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom property for $139,000. And if I go to show more, okay, you can kind of read about it. Cool. Just go through some pictures real quick. Really nice, like well-kept property. Okay. The biggest downside that I'm like, it has only one bathroom. It is a pretty nice big bathroom, but I don't like one bathroom properties. So what I'm actually doing tomorrow is I'm doing a FaceTime tour with a realtor and she's showing me this garage because I think I might be able to turn this entire back half into a bathroom. And if I could do that, I would be all into this deal. I just don't know if I can make that happen. So we'll see. But nonetheless, you can kind of get a gauge for the property. Cool. So that's the property right there. So now I'm trying to figure out, okay, is this going to be a good deal or not? So the first thing I'm looking at is my lending. So I use offermarket.us. I've already talked about them, but here I am again. So I filled out their simple thing online about the property. And let me see if I can. I don't think I can go back. So, anyways, they'll give me a loan where I have to put down 20%. And for that, there's an 8.11% interest rate. If I wanted like a 7.6% interest rate or maybe a 7.8%, I had to put down 25%. So I can kind of play with that there. But the monthly payment, so principal and interest is 771. Okay. I'll just show you this here. So 771 is the principal and interest. Taxes is going to be another $100 a month. And that's what they are according to tax history. Okay. $100 a month. And then insurance is going to be roughly another $100 a month. So 971. We can even just round it up and say $1,000 a month. Okay. So that is that. And again, I'm not really using a spreadsheet here. I do have one for you guys, but I'm more of a mental math guy. So just bear with me here. This property here, it's like, okay, how much money can this thing bring in? According to AirDNA, it can bring in 30 grand. According to me, Okay, if I go to Furnish Finder, if I go to Muncie, Indiana, okay, I know that all day long. I know that on this low end, I can get $3,500 a month. I know I can get more, but I'm just being on the low end here. Let me put in 3 plus bedrooms. Okay, so 3,500. This is a bad part of town, not even in the same town. So, and then this one, let's see where this one is. $3,500 in a similar part. This is only 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, kind of like mine. Okay, but they're not even available August 31st, so they might even already be rented out. And I think my property that I'm looking at already looks nicer. So I can tell you with confidence that I can pull in. Sorry, I'm gonna go back to this here. I can pull in $3,500 per month all day long. If I can get it for, so then if I can do $1,000 per month as my principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, I'm down to $2,500 per month minus utilities, vacancies, repairs, supplies, management, all that stuff. I'm gonna knock off another $500. Okay. And then I could say, okay, I'm making $200 per month. Sorry, $2,000 per month from this property. And then from there, so let's put a pin in this. So $2,000 per month in profit I could be making from this property. That's if I'm renting it out for $3,500 per month. I am very confident I can actually rent it for more. But let's just be on the low end here. If I can profit $2,000 a month and multiply that by 12, that's 24,000 bucks per year in my pocket. Then if I can say, okay, so the profit potential is $24,000 minimum. Again, I know I can do better, but let's just say 24,000. So then another question, okay, well, how much is it going to cost to take this thing down? How much money do I need? So right now it's listed for 140,000. And if I had to put on 20%, which is what that loan I showed you is for, it's $28,000 down payment. And I asked the realtor if the furniture was included. And let me just look at it real quick because, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily pick that furniture out myself, but I do think it does the trick, minus a couple things I'd have to add in there. Okay. Like I definitely want to change some things out, but for the most part, yeah, bed frame's not too good. So let's just say this. Let me go back to here. So let's just say $28,000 plus, let's just say they included the furniture and then I had closing costs. Let's just say that's going to be 3,000. And then I had furniture. Let's just say they included the furniture, but I spent another $5,000 getting a couple new things. So that means I could be all out of pocket, $36,000. And again, my profit that I'm expecting from this is 24,000. So if I take 24,000 divided by 36,000, that means I could get a 66% cash on cash return. We'll call it 67 because I don't like, yeah. I mean, I can get 67% cash on cash return in year 1 from this property. If I can do another $6,000 in profit per year, because I can increase the rent higher than $3,500, I could potentially get my money back all in year 1. So this is kind of what I'm toying with and thinking about when I'm looking at properties. And again, this is just at 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Potentially, if I add another bathroom, could it be worth more? Potentially, for sure. It will definitely be worth more. I don't know how much more it rent for. So this is just what I'm looking at. Just want to share it live with you guys as I'm going through this. And we'll keep you guys posted. I'm happy and open to hear you guys' thoughts. If you guys have questions, please let me know. And yeah, I hope this helps you guys get a good idea of kind of how I'm going through this process and how you guys can do this as well. So talk to you guys soon.